Hello everyone, welcome to Milo e-learning. Today we're going to be doing some grade 6 maths, particularly addition of mixed number fractions. Now before we actually get into addition of fractions, we need to learn the different types of fractions. So we're going to first start with the proper fraction. So a proper fraction is when the top number, which is the numerator, is smaller than the bottom number, which is the denominator. Next, we have mixed fractions. So mixed fractions is where we have a whole number. So in this case, it's 4. And then we have a proper fraction, which is the 3/7. Then we have the improper fraction. So the improper fraction is when the numerator, in this case it's 9, is larger than the denominator, which is 7 in this case. So it is called an improper fraction. Then we have something called a mixed improper fraction. So this is where we have the whole number, which is 5, and an improper fraction where the numerator is larger than the denominator. So we're going to try and solve this mixed improper fraction, and we're going to try and convert it to a normal mixed fraction where we have a whole number and in the fraction the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So let's see how are we going to do that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the 4/3, which is the improper fraction. And we're going to see how many 3's can go into the 4. So, and how many whole numbers can we make out of this 4/3? So we know that 3/3 is equal to 1 whole. So we have 4/3 is equal to 3/3, and we have a balance of 1/3. So in 4/3 we have 1 whole and 1/3. So an easy way of doing it is when we look at the initial number, we say 3 can go into 4 one time, that makes the 1 whole, and 4 minus 3 is 1, which makes the 1/3. So when we look at it now, we say 5 and 4/3 is equal to 5 and 3/3, which is basically 5 and 3/3 is equal to 6, and then we have the plus 1/3. So we get our answer 6 and 1/3. So let's look at another example. So if we had the number 7 and 6/4, so we need to think of how many 4's can go into 6 and what the balance is, what's the leftovers. So we know that 4/4 is equal to 1 whole. So we say 6/4 is equal to 1 whole, which is 4/4, and 6 minus 4 is 2. So we left with 2/4. So we say 7 and 6/4 is equal to 7 and 4/4, which is 8. So 7 and 4/4 is 7 plus 1, which is equal to 8, and the leftover is 2/4. So that answer gives us 8 and 2/4. Okay, now we can simplify the 2/4, and we know 2/4 is equal to half. So we can say it's 8 and a half. Now let's look at addition of fractions. So we are adding 3 numbers. So we had 2 and 1/3 plus 3 and 1/3 plus 4 and 2/3, and it's going to give us an answer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to separate the whole numbers. So we're going to add and then we are going to separate it with the fractions. So you can see here that I put 2, 3, and 4. We grouped the whole numbers together. And then I have 1/3, 1/3, and 2/3. I grouped all the fractions together. So we can add the whole numbers first. So 2 plus 3 plus 4 gives us 9. And now we're going to add the fractions. Now in this case, you can see that the denominators are all 3. So it's going to stay the same. We don't want to interfere with the denominator. we only add the numerators. So we're going to add 1 plus 1 plus 2, which gives us 4 over 3. Now we learned earlier that this 4 over 3 is an improper fraction, and we need to make it into a mixed fraction. So how are we going to do that? We're going to ask how many 3's can go into 4. We can say it can go 1 time. And 4 minus 3 is 1. So the balance is 1 over 3, which is 1/3. So we say 9 plus 1, because we made 1 whole, that was 3 over 3, and the balance is 1/3. So 9 plus 1 is 10, and 1/3. So we left with 10 and 1/3. Right. So now let's look at another example. So we left with 12 and 3 over 6 plus 2 and 4 over 6 plus 3 and 2 over 6. So we're going to group the whole numbers together, and we're going to group the fractions together. So 12 plus 2 plus 3 gives us 17, and then we're going to add 3 plus 4 plus 2, which are the numerators, and the denominator stays the same as 6. So we're going to get 17 and 9 over 6. So here we can see that 9 is larger than 6. So we can ask how many 6's can go into 9? We're going to say 1. And the remainder, 9 minus 6, is 3. So we're going to say it's basically 17 plus 1 and 3 over 6, which gives us 18 and 3 over 6. Now 3 over 6 is basically half, because 3 divided by 3 is 1 and 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we have 18 and a half. Right. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you need any help, let me know in the comments, and I hope this video benefited you. Have a good day. Bye.